The Nile River.
Hello and welcome to this video on some facts about the Nile River. The Nile River is one of the most famous rivers in the world. It is located in Africa and is the longest river in the world, stretching for over 4,000 miles. The Nile River is known for its important role in ancient Egyptian civilization, as well as its diverse wildlife and unique ecosystem. Here's what you need to know about the Nile River. The Nile River flows through several countries. The Nile River flows through several African countries, including Egypt, Sudan, Ethiopia, Uganda, and Kenya. The river is formed by the confluence of two smaller rivers, the White Nile and the Blue Nile. The Nile River is home to many animals. The Nile River and its surrounding ecosystem are home to a wide variety of animals, including crocodiles, hippos, and a variety of fish species. The river also supports many species of birds, such as the African fish eagle and the great egret. The Nile River played an important role in ancient Egyptian civilization. The Nile River was central to the development of ancient Egyptian civilization.
The river provided water for irrigation, which allowed farmers to grow crops in the otherwise arid desert landscape. The Nile was also used for transportation and played a role in religious beliefs and practices. The Nile River is an important source of water. Today, the Nile River remains an important source of water for millions of people in the countries it flows through. The river is used for irrigation, fishing, transportation, and hydroelectric power generation. The Nile River is under threat.
Like many rivers around the world, the Nile River and its surrounding ecosystem are under threat from pollution, climate change, and other environmental factors. The construction of dams and other infrastructure projects can also have negative impacts on the river's ecosystem and the people who depend on it. Frequently asked questions. What is the source of the Nile River? The Nile River has two main sources, the White Nile and the Blue Nile. The White Nile begins in Uganda and flows through several other countries before joining with the Blue Nile in Sudan. Can you swim in the Nile River? Swimming in the Nile River is not recommended due to the risk of dangerous animals and strong currents. What is the name of the famous dam on the Nile River? The famous dam on the Nile River is the Aswan High Dam, which was built in the 1960s. What is the importance of the Nile River for agriculture? The Nile River is essential for agriculture in the countries it flows through, as it provides water for irrigation and enables farmers to grow crops in an otherwise dry landscape. Are there any endangered species that live in or around the Nile River? Yes, several species that live in or around the Nile River are endangered, including the Nile crocodile and the Nile perch. Like the video and remember to subscribe to our channel.